10 dice. Over half range, hitting on 4s. And we get 5 hits, which creates one more pin. Going on 5s. Now I got 1. So they're going to take out this rifleman. Now you notice they broke their distance again. They have 2 pins. They don't need to take a morale check because they started the phase at 3 and I only managed to take 1. Had I taken more, they would have had to test or been completely destroyed. Alright, goes back in the bag. Last one out was the Americans. I want to make sure this advance or assault keeps going, and I want to make sure that these guys can do something, so I'm going to run my PL right down into the center here. But I want to also be able to shoot, right? Because my enemy's right there, I don't want to waste that dice, so we're going to get us into this area right in here, 6 inches. On the advance order. No pins, no need to test, and we're going to fire into this squad. He's already pinned up pretty bad. 6 inches. But he's over 6 inches. So, this fellow, no penalty for movement, no penalty for range, penalty for hard cover. So the white dice are hitting on 5s. No penalty for move, penalty for range, no penalty and penalty for hard cover, hitting on 6s, 5s, 6s. 2 hits, which is another pin. Notice how hard cover is keeping those 5 alive. Killing 5s. Not for long, one of them's gone. So I'm going to take out another loader. Now both my machine guns shooting at -1. And that's the end of turn 2. We're going to roll into turn 3. We pick up the order dice. Place them in the bag, pass it to the next opponent. First order dice out with the Americans. We're going to decide to assault this squad into the 2-section team. So we're going to put them on a run order. Just so I can show you, hopefully show you how close combat would work. Because they have a pin, they got to take their test to see if they'll actually follow the order. Base of 10, -1. The LTs here makes it a +1 again, so back to 10s on 2 dice. And they fail. So because they failed, we go down. Makes us a little harder to shoot, but we kind of just chickened out there. What actually happened? And it burned that order. No close combat. Next out is the Americans. We're going to try to get these folks back into the fight. I'm going to attempt to give them another advance order and hopefully suppress the fire onto this squad here. My goal is to move forward 6 inches and fire at this squad. Pretty much hoping this squad can't do anything to me. So, LT's here, 2 pins, base of 10, makes it an 8 with the 2 pins. LT brings it back up to a 9. They just pass. Only 1 pin is removed. Fellas move up. They take the pin with them. I attempt to shoot this squad. My SMG has 12 inches, but is over its half range of 6, so it's getting a -1 on 2 dice. So no movement penalty, just a -1. And my BAR is not taking the penalties. However, my Germans, because they have not activated, can reach in the bag and take their order dice out and go down. And the reason we're doing this is to show you that now they're hunkering down on the ground, they get a +2 onto them. So this submachine gun that was at long range before was hitting on 4s plus a pin, making it 5s, now needs 6, 7 because of the down. Makes it 2 more hard to hit. So in order to get a 7, you need to roll 6, and then a 6 on the same dice again. And then with the BAR, what it needed was originally a base 3 because the movement was within range, but then this made it a 5. Four, 5, 6. Submachine gun at range, -1 plus the pin. We've got the pin on the BAR. So the NCO with a submachine gun. Over half range, -1. Pin, -1. Down, -2. So hitting on 7s. So 6 on 6. VAR, -1. -2 for being down. Hitting on 6s. Because of that base of 3 again. 6s and 7s. Nothing. That down can be pretty powerful. It also can combine if you're in some sort of cover. Next one up. It's Americans. Can't do anything with these fellas this turn. I want to make sure they get to do something. I could run over there and try to help them with relieving a pin, but I also know I got 2 units here that are going to need pins. So what we're going to do is we're going to attempt to activate them with no assistance to fire into this, not a good play because they're already down, into the half track again. So just fire order from the stationary, same as before. With 1 pin, we need a 9. They pass, the pin is removed. We're going to measure our ranges. We have a submachine gun, it's within range, but at long range. So 1 submachine gun, hitting on 4s. VAR with 2 dice and a rifle with 1 dice. Stationary didn't move, hitting on 3s. So the red is 4s, the whites are 3s. So we get 3 hits, which is pin. Again, they cannot destroy that vehicle because they don't have any armor penetrating vehicles. Or racking the pins, which is probably going to make it a fail. Next, and we got rid of our pin, which is great. Next out is German. I got an LT team in my half track. My half track potentially fail. Not really a good option for close combat here. But we're going to do it to show you that sometimes it could be worth it and sometimes it's not. It's really not worth it. I'm going to fire with assault rifles. I'll play the game anyway. So we're going to go straight on to fire. We're within 6 inches. 4 dice hitting on 2s. The reason we're hitting on 2s is because no movement penalty, no range penalty. There would be no movement penalty anyways for assault rifles. And we're within 6 inches, so we get a +1 to hit. They cannot go... Oh, they're already down. So because they're already down, the importance of putting these orders here, I should have charged into close combat. I would have lost. So, no movement penalty, +1 for hitting in range, -2 for being down. So base of 3, +1 to hit, makes it a 2, or above would hit. My down cranks that back, so I need 4s to hit. And I hit twice, which creates a pin. Kill on 5s. None. Next stack. Germans again. I have this meshed up squad. A half track. It's not going good, so we're going to attempt to rally this squad that's at 3. So now we ignore the pins because we're on rally. I also have my LT here for a bonus. Normally I just need a 10, but because my LT is there, 11 or less. But anything over a 10 fails, so 10s. Boom, I pass. 1d6 pins removed, +1. I remove 2 pins. Anything but that one would have been perfect. Remove pins. And they're almost back into the fight. That's how a rally works. You announce you're rallying, you put down the rally die, you pass a check, modifiers apply, pins do not, but your leadership modifiers do. You pass it, and then it's 1d6 +1. If you roll snake eyes, it's exceptional damage, or exceptional pass, and all that goodness. Next out is Germans. My half track, which I'm not sure is going to pass. We're going to try to we're going to fire right into those guys. But I still need to pass my check. Even though I'm not moving, they don't necessarily want to listen to me. Base 8, or base 10 because of veteran, down to 8. Need an 8 because of the pins. I get 7, I pass, 1 pin gone. 6 dice with a -1. We're well within range. So base of 3, -1, hitting on 4s. They can't go down because they're already down. 3 hits, 2-man squad. Kill on 5 pluses. I miss all of them. All they get is a pin. And the last order dice, this is the Americans. We're going to keep advancing to here. We're going to attempt to fire into that. It's over 6 inches. They're down. No penalty because of the American rules plus the submachine guns. So hitting on 5s. 1 hit. No kill. Just a pin.